Shot. And wide open is Caitlin Clark, but she can't knock it down from up top. Tries it again from a different spot. That one connects.
And the crowd goes crazy.
We don't have a final count of
when the lights come alive and the music fills the night. We'll dance till the dawn, everything will feel just right. Your heart beats with mine through the rhythm and the time. We'll take every chance and we'll leave it all behind. Indiana fever, catch the groove. Indiana fever, make your move. Indiana fever, feel the beat. Indiana fever, move your feet. In the city so bright under neon flashing lights, we'll lose track of time as we're holding each other tight. Our love on the floor can't deny we want some more. We'll keep spinning round till the morning knocks the door. Indiana fever, catch the groove. Indiana fever, make your move. Indiana fever, feel the beat. Indiana fever, move your feet. Feel the fire, dance together with this fever. Indiana fever. Indiana fever, catch the groove. Indiana fever, make your move. Indiana fever, feel the beat. Indiana fever, move your feet.
Whether it's Iowa, the Fever, or even both, the 22 Caitlin Clark jerseys were all across State Farm Arena Monday night.
I came to see Caitlin Clark tonight.
Oh, gotta watch number 22.
I've been watching Caitlin for a couple of years, and since then I've dreamed about coming to a game.
And why is it there's so much support for Caitlin Clark?
Because she's the best. Well, I play basketball too, and she means a lot to me. I like her attitude. I think she's got good sportsmanship. She lets things roll off of her. She's just an all-around great player, and the logo threes.
I think she's done a lot, and working with the group that she's with just brought a lot to the WNBA and also to the game itself and for women, so women's sports.
I just think she's a great person. I don't even have words to describe it.
Reporting from State Farm Arena, Victor Prieto, Fox 5 News.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace. Definitely had to make this video. And I must say this, man, like, it's not just the Angel Reese Chicago Sky fans that's saying this, man, or the Caitlin Clark haters out there that aren't Angel Reese fans. I've noticed it coming from so-called Indiana Fever fans who just are Kelsey Mitchell fans, because I'm gonna tell you what, man, we could get this team cleaned up. Like, bro, we could get this team cleaned up. Like, I think we need to get some of these fans on the body here, man. We need to get some of these fans on the body here, man, who are these straight Kelsey Mitchell fans, bro. We could get them on the body here, man, because I can see right now they don't care about Caitlin. They don't care about this Fever team at all. They just care about Kelsey Mitchell. Now, some people will say, hey, it's the same way with Caitlin. There's some people that ain't really rocking with the rest of the Fever team, but they just rocking with Caitlin. I don't think that's the case. I think there's a lot of people. Well, there definitely are some Caitlin Clark fans, and I don't respect those fans either, because I'm not just here for Caitlin Clark. I've been watching the WNBA for the last 27 years. I'm a fan of this league. I don't like the way it's being ran, but I am a fan of this league. I'm a fan of more of women's basketball more than anything, and that's why I set this channel around it now. Like I'm basically, it went from like a track and field channel to a women's basketball channel, man. It's still a track and field channel, but I'm definitely mixing in a lot of women's basketball because I could cover it more than track. Track doesn't take place as frequently as, and it's just not an interesting situation. Like it's not a lot to talk about within track as there is in women hoops. Women hoops right now is just been on another level this year, man. The last 2 years really, but for the WNBA more than this year. But let's get to this, man, because I'm also going to be responding to some of your comments in this video. It's something I used to do on my old channel as well with my track and field content, answering some of these comments in the comment section, because I get a lot of them, and I've been wanting to do this since last week. I've been wanting to kind of go through some comments, so I'm gonna go through comments on my last 2 videos. It was basically my analysts from the last 2 games. Before we get to that, let's talk about Kelsey Mitchell real quick before we get to that part. So for these people that say she's the GOAT of the team, she's the best player on the team, I gotta ask you guys one question. I asked this in my last video as well, my video where I was dogging the shit out of Kelsey Mitchell and ranting on her. What has Kelsey Mitchell done since she's been in the league? She's been on Indiana every single season since 2018. And Indiana's one of the worst teams in all of pro sports. They have not made the playoffs, guess when? Since 2016. 2016! I think Stephanie White and Pokey Chapman was still there when... I think either that was when Stephanie White left for... where did she go? Vanderbilt, I believe? Because she went to college to go coach. Now she's with the Connecticut Sun. She's Marina Mavy's coach now, right? But literally, she was on the staff with Pokey Chapman, who was with the Chicago Sky when Elena Deladown was doing her thing there. See, I know my WNBA. I could go back and let y'all know little digs like that, right? So I know my WNBA. I know my shit, man. That is crazy. Since 2016. 2016. This Indiana Fever team has not made the damn playoffs, bro. That is crazy. 2016 was the last season they made the playoffs. They finished as a 3rd seed that year, and they finished with a 500 record. So, even with finishing with that 500 record, they were still garbage. Now, 2015 was a better season for them overall. But that is crazy that Kelsey Mitchell in 6 seasons couldn't lead her team to the playoffs. And if you look at her numbers overall, they're basically the same every season. So after the first 2 seasons, she started averaging 17.9 points. So she started getting around 18 points per game. 18 points per game. And she stuck there. Now, with the changes made, she's down to about 17.3. Her highest was 2 years ago, 2022, 18.4. But she's still over 17 points a game. She made 2 All-Star teams, no playoff appearances. No playoff appearances. Why, when Caitlin comes in her very first season, Caitlin Clark makes the playoffs? First season! So I had to yell at some of y'all like that with headphones. RIP headphone users. And I'm talking loud a little bit because I got the air conditioner on the background as well. By the way, if you want to buy your boy a new mic, help him buy a new mic, you can donate to the channel. I'll talk about that later in the video. But Caitlin Clark, in 1 year, has got this team back into the postseason for the first time in 8 years. But we're supposed to believe, not just me, we're all supposed to believe, oh, Kelsey Mitchell is the greatest thing to the Indiana Fever. She's the GOAT. She is the leader. She is the best player on the team. Why in the first 6 seasons did she not lead this team to the playoffs? She's almost 30 years old. Why is this team not got to the playoffs? And can we say this? If they weren't in a position to draft Caitlin Clark, would they have missed the playoffs again? Even with Aaliyah Boston on the team? Lexie Hull's defense? Would they have made the playoffs this year? That's a big ass question. Would they have made the playoffs this year? That's crazy to think about. They may have not made the playoffs this year. It's possible if she did. Let's say Caitlin never came, and Kelsey Mitchell walks finally. If for the first time in her career she goes to another team, she would have went through her whole 7 seasons in Indiana without a playoff appearance, a single playoff appearance, no competitive seasons, not even a 500 record. That is crazy to think about. And you want to know why they've really struggled? Because they got this ball stopper. They got someone who gets her points. She gets her points. She gets her production. Kelsey Mitchell is not a bad player. She's a good player. But she gets her production. The problem is, does she do anything for the rest of the team? Absolutely no. This is why I've been pointing out to y'all. This is why we've been making these videos. We've been making these videos talking about Lucy Olsen, Sonia Centron, Sabrina Ionescu. I'm going to be getting that video up soon. Make sure y'all watch that one. Because we need to get a 2-guard that's also a point guard. Because when Caitlin went down yesterday, it could have been a whole different scenario where Caitlin had an injury where she was going to be leaving the game like Alicia Gray of the Atlanta Dream. And we would have been stuck without a point guard because this coach has not been playing Christy Wallace or Grace Berger. Why can't we see Grace Berger? Why can't we see Grace Berger? I haven't seen Grace Berger since Caitlin has really gotten used to the WNBA game. It's crazy. I want to see how Grace Berger plays with her now. Grace Berger is not bad, man. She can play the point. Let her play. It's crazy, man. Let's go to the comment section. So, I'm going to put some people on blast, and I don't give a damn. But I'm going to go through these comments, man. I'm going to try to go through some of them kind of fast so that I could get through everybody, because we're going to be doing the Lexie Hull video as well. So, this was under the video where I said Caitlin Clark should not be playing with a selfish ball hogger like Kelsey Mitchell. This video got almost 2,000 views on it. I thank everybody who has I forgot to hit the record button. Hang on a sec, guys. I forgot to hit the record button. Thank everybody who I want to thank everybody who has watched the video and liked the video as well. Okay, so let's start with my boy Kobe Live here. Definitely one of my consistent commenters on the channel. He says, I never really got into KM, to be honest, talking about Kelsey Mitchell. Just too selfish. I think he just meant that. I don't think, yeah, he should have put that there. She doesn't really play team ball, and her fans are annoying because they don't care about CC and how it affects her ability to make everybody else in the league in the offense get it fed. Very good point. Very good point. And that's the reason why I haven't gotten into her either, is because her fans are really annoying. They're very delusional. They don't think Caitlin is being affected by this play in this team. Because I'm telling you, if Lexie Hull didn't play the defense she played yesterday, they definitely losing that game. Nobody else on this offense could get fed because of Kelsey Mitchell. I talked about it in my last video about how Lexie Hull only had 2 points because they don't look for it. They don't look for it. Caitlin does, but they don't. The one basket she got was a slash to the basket. That's why I would love it if Lexie just keeps doing that. Let's keep going, though. Ghetto Pat says, I need Kelsey off this team. I love the offense that was ran against Phoenix and Seattle. And you can't run these in half-court sets with a ball hugger. This is the absolute truth. Those games against Phoenix and Seattle were definitely microcosms of how this shit is supposed to look. It was a sample of how this is supposed to look. We were all happy we were having a good old time watching, having fun. It looked like the new Indiana Fever style playing basketball, but then somehow, some way, we took 5 days off and we forgot how to play that brand of basketball. Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. And you can't with a ball stopper. You can't run this offense, bro. You can't. Not with a ball stopper. I want to know why CC is trying to burn some clock with less than a minute in the game, and as soon as Mitchell gets the ball, she throws up a shot with plenty of time left on the shot clock. Hey, you asking me? Look, that tells you right there they're not on the same page. They're not on the same page. There's problems with these two on the court. They're not on the same page. They're not running the same. They're not on the same planet when they're trying to run this team. They're not on the same page at all. Because CC was doing the smart thing, trying to run some clock down, and then Kelsey Mitchell is stat padding, trying to get another shot. But y'all support Kelsey Mitchell though. Kawhi 2019 said, another loyal commenter of the channel, said, tonight is a night where I officially became done with Kelsey Mitchell. There's no coming back from how selfish she played tonight. Caitlin looked so disinterested to shoot, and I said that in my video. She did look disinterested because she got froze out of the offense, as this half-court style is not good for Caitlin. They need to let Mitchell walk and go on ahead. Yep, you've been watching my videos, man. Lucy Olsen and Sonia Citron to replace her at the 2. Yes. She was so disinterested. She asked for the ball twice that I caught. It might have been more times than that, but I know for sure I saw her calling for the ball twice. And she ignored her. I was like, what you passing to her? She's actually open for once to make this 3. She was actually open. And I think it just, when she got froze out like she did in the first Atlanta game, she just was really disinterested, bro. Really disinterested. Said Kelsey is eating a ball. Don't even think that she has a teammate open every time. I didn't really understand this comment, but I said one of the reasons when I responded to it, I said one of the reasons why they can't get open is because she slowed down the ball, and the ball isn't moving because she's dribbling. It can't move when you dribbling. Let's move on. Blueberry Shields. Oh yeah, I love Blueberry Shields. Blueberry Shields. I want to ask you something. I've seen your comments on my channel before. Did you play basketball at any level, like grade school, high school? Because it sounds like you played basketball before. Because you know what you be talking about. I don't think the majority of these Kelsey Mitchell fans or supporters actually watch Caitlin at Iowa. Y'all noticing this shit, right? Y'all noticing this right now. Because if they did, they would not accept this erratic play from Kelsey. That formula worked so well at Iowa because Caitlin was the main scoring option down the stretch of games. Exactly. And everybody knew their roles around her. Exactly. Even when Caitlin deferred to a Kate Martin or whoever was on the court, it felt like the balance was there because they played with a faster pace. Everyone got fed the ball. It looked like Seattle game. Exactly. And you recognize it. The Seattle game was perfect because everybody got a chance to eat within Caitlin, having the ball in her hands and setting up her teammates and setting herself up for great shots. They're not going to get this done playing with a selfish ball player like Kelsey. She's got to go, and it's as simple as that. Yep, she got to go. She got to go. Girl, keep preaching. Keep preaching. You know how this was. And, like, I'm starting to notice that Mitchell fans did not watch Caitlin at Iowa. So they don't know how this offense is actually supposed to look. They think it's supposed to look like it did the last couple of games with this half-court, slow defensive shit. No, it's supposed to look like Phoenix and Seattle. But yeah, but let me know, Blueberry, if you play basketball before, because I think you did. Why did Caitlin call a timeout with 6 seconds left in the ball with a 3-point lead? I think that was size, though. I'm not sure, but I think that was size calling that timeout, and CC just relayed it on the court. But it might have been to adjust up to the Atlanta defense. That happens a lot late in games. Now let's get to some of the more like the further down we go, the more we get down to the Kelsey Mitchell fan supporters, and this is the first one. Someone named Aaron Lathan says CC has been shooting the ball well the last couple of games. Mitchell is definitely worthy of playing with CC. No, she not. No, she not. No, she not definitely worthy of playing with CC. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not the way she plays. Not the way she plays. If she was, we'd be getting the Iowa offense the look that we supposed to be getting. She a ball stopper. Stop it. And just because, yeah, CeCe's going to have some off shooting games. Okay, she's going to have some off shooting games. And even in this one, I don't think she was totally off. In the last game, she wasn't really off. She wasn't really off like that. Yeah, she missed some shots. But she just got to keep shooting. I guarantee you she gets the 30 points if it wasn't for Mitchell soaking the ball up. I guarantee you that. I love this comment right here. This is one of my favorite comments that I've seen this whole entire week. What's his name? Van Sam, I think that's your name. He said you can't have Smith and Boston playing in the game at the same time. They both play. They both are paint players and don't spread the defense out enough. This is the actual truth. Let me talk about that first before we get to the rest of this comment. Yes, they shouldn't be on the floor. Any good coach would not have them on the floor together. But Chrissy Sides does. Chrissy Sides would have them together. They play the same style, and they're both in the paint. They don't spread the floor. And this is why when Dantas came in, because Dantas could spread the floor and hit the three. This is why Boston was eating more when Dantas was on the court. And it's better space for Caitlin when she's trying to look for Boston. It's not two people cluttering up the paint. So Boston doesn't have to worry about three people in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Even if they run a zone defense, bro, like a 2-3 or a 1-3-1. She don't got to worry about all of that, bro. Because someone got to go cover Dantas on the paint, on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? And this type of stuff right here, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You can't have them both out on the floor together at all. You can't have a center and a power forward like Boston out there. But even in that situation, I would much rather have a Dantas with a Boston out there together to spread it. Especially in an offense like the one that they got with the Fever. Because Boston basically should be playing the role of Hannah Stokely. You know what I mean? So we need that. Hull needs more playing time. She can shoot it if you give her a chance. And on defense, she is in their faces big time. Yep. She is almost the first player at both ends of the... Yep, she is. She hustles, man. That's all I said. She's in great shape. If you're going to play Clark's style, then you need more players like Hull. Man, this guy gets it, bro. Who are sprinting and not jogging back and forth pedaling. You don't always need good players. Just play with players who can run. By half the time, you can wear them down and the best teams down. That's what they did with Phoenix and Seattle, who are good teams. Now, I consider Atlanta a good team now, even though they're out of playoff position right now. To the Sky. Oh, the Sky. Wait, who's in 8th right now? Is this the Dream or the Sky? Well, they're right there. But the Lynx we know are really good. They're elite. They're an elite team in this league right now. They didn't try to slow either one of these teams down. And that's how the games look like they did the last two games. Because they didn't try to slow these teams down at all. And when you have more... This is why I've been saying that Hull is slowly turning into the second best player on the team. I still think it's Aaliyah Boston. I got Mitchell 4th. Because what Lexie does for the team on defense is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's keeping them in these games. It is winning games for them. And they need more players like Hull, bro. They need players who can get down the floor. Because CC wants you to run. So they can take advantage of these fast break opportunities. Get in the transition game. How are we going to do that when we got slow-ass players? Man. BSC games are another one of my homies. There's a reason since 2018 when she's been in the league on the Fever, they haven't gone anywhere. She's not a team player, point blank period. She's not. So you'll get hers all day and night, what I tell y'all in the video earlier. She gets hers all day and night. She'll get 30 a game if she can. But what does that do for the team? But with Cece, she'll actually get hers and she'll get others involved, and that's how you win games. And Sexy Lexie is playing great defense, of course. Straight facts. She's not a team player. She's been in the league since 2018 and nothing. Let's keep going. Josh Darius. Okay, this is a very unique comment. I remember reading this one earlier. Y'all can agree with it all y'all want. It's a little, you know. I'm done with the WNBA. If CC plays elsewhere, I will watch. But the WNBA is atrocious. And if Clark is just going to pass the ball to thugs, no point in watching. Goodbye. And you know what? You could disagree with his statement all as one because, you know, it leaned on that one side. Bet y'all know what we talk about. But the thing is that he's making a great point. And this is how a lot of CC fans who watched her at Iowa feel. This is how they've been feeling all season, really. And this game was how a lot of the Caitlin Clark fans were feeling earlier in the season. When she wasn't getting the ball, she wasn't leading with the ball. Like, for the first time in those 2 games against Phoenix and Seattle, it felt like the Caitlin Clark fans had nothing to really complain about because they were getting everything they wanted. Let me give this man a heart. I forgot to give him a heart. I think I didn't give him a heart because I didn't respond to him yet. But yeah, and that's how a lot of fans feel. Now I don't like the comment about the WNBA, but he's got a point. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna look like this, then what's the point of people watching who were Caitlin Clark fans? If it's gonna look like that, her deferring the whole damn fourth quarter and not shooting. Robert Valdez, this is another one of them Kelsey Mitchell fanboys. So I'm gonna have to get at right now. Kelsey has kept us in these games. No, she hasn't. Did you watch the fourth quarter? She almost lost you this damn game. She is a point maker. That she is. Caitlin is lucky to have her. No, she's not. And Mitchell knows she's lucky to have Caitlin. Now I can agree with that a little bit more. First year together playing and putting up these type of numbers, playoff bound. It ain't because of Kelsey. Really. Everyone acts like these guys should be undefeated. No, ain't anybody saying they should be undefeated. They lost the Lynx game, and we didn't have a problem with them losing to the Lynx. Because we knew the Lynx is a really good team. We pay attention to these teams, man. We know how good the Lynx are. And at BSC games, he responded to it and said, what games? Exactly, what games? What games, bro? She almost lost this one, man. And I was saying, let me ask you something, Robert. Robert, let me ask you something. What has Mitchell done with the Fever between 2018 and 2023? Did they go to the playoffs any of those years? Let me know, Robert. Let me know. Evan Houdini. Kelsey Mitchell leading the way with the win. Kelsey the best scorer by far on that team, easily. And then and see these Kelsey Mitchell fans. She's forcing her hand, and I love it. And see, this is why. This is what's wrong. And thank you again, BSC Games. Thank you again. Man, yes, Lexie Hull saved that damn game. Man, Kelsey Mitchell almost shot him out of the game. And trust me, if CC really wanted to score, she could be the best scorer on this team. And she really is. CC needs some of this. I can't even read that. CC needs Kelsey. The dual speed gives the opponents nightmares. What nightmares? Let Kelsey do her thing as long as CC is at the point guard. And Blueberry came after her this time. Bro, what is you talking about? CC needs Kelsey. What? Did she need her at Iowa? What? I can guarantee you if Kelsey Mitchell is not on this team, they still be going to the playoffs, the Fever. They still be going to the playoffs. No, we're not letting Kelsey do her own thing because it's ball stopping the offense. Get out of here, man. Mitchell is the GOAT on that team. Again, she's the GOAT of the team. Why haven't that Fever made the playoffs in 8 years? 3D Thrill says, yes, Kelsey is selfish, but she's still good for this team. No, she's not. Because you need players like this to draw some of the opponents and get the focus off of Caitlin Clark. Now, while I agree with that part right there, you don't need Mitchell to do that. You don't need Mitchell to to handle that. You can simply get any good 2-guard in the league, and you'll get the same results, probably even better. So no, you don't need Clark to do that. No, you don't. Not at all. That's actually a damn lie. I gotta be honest, that's actually a lie that you just told. The league's youngest team, the Fever, need to keep the focus on constant fast play by the fourth quarter in these games. All these veterans on the top teams will be huffing and puffing to keep up with them. So I kind of half agree with your statement, but the Mitchell part, you were delusional on. But that was a very solid post, though. I couldn't agree with all of it. Disagree with all of it. I agree with everything but the Mitchell part. Kelsey is a baller. You people are wrong about her. Screaming at me in all caps lock, it looks like, too. I watched every game, and the sooner Caitlin has Kelsey's shooter mentality and the mindset, then sooner than Caitlin will really explode offensively when they're both on. They're tough to beat. So, yeah, and this is why I agree with this person in BSC Games here. Yeah, she has a selfish mindset. She dribbles with her head down. You know she's not going to pass. Yup. She ain't looking for nobody in the offense. She ain't looking for nobody. She ain't looking for nobody. That's why that's why that offense was horrible when she was at point guard yesterday. So with this part, yeah, Cece needs to be a little bit more aggressive, and I believe she will be later on. I said that before. I believe Cece will get very used to scoring a lot, but I think Mitchell needs to go. That's the problem. Mitchell is keeping Cece from elevating her offensive game in the WNBA. That's why she's got to go. But I was going to get to this Lexie Hull comments, but I'm going to just leave it right here because this video is already long enough. I'm going to let y'all cook on that, and I'm going to keep responding to your guys' comments. So let's wrap it up right there. And continue to give me y'all comments in the comment section below. I got a Patreon. And we have just gotten the first 2 games up. We got both of the Caitlin Clark games in LA and in Washington. Both of those 2 Friday night games she played early in the season, when the season started. We got both of those up on the Patreon right now. So go check those out. Link is in the description box, and you can watch them over there. So make sure y'all sign up to watch them. If you want to donate to the channel, you can do like my man El Professor, who's very funny. He said he was talking about the Sky Vegas game from the other day. That did put up a good amount of ratings. It was like 1.2 million viewers on CBS, and the peak was at 1.7 million. Did very well. That game did very well, but he said it was making his hairline go back. He a fool, man. But El Professor, he's donated about $15 to the channel, so he's awesome for that, man. Really appreciate El Professor. And if you want to do like him, donate to the channel at $ Stack Exchange. Also, do Bitcoin. You can scan the QR code that you see on the screen right now and donate through Bitcoin. And not only do Bitcoin, but you can also donate through Google, through YouTube, and you can donate on any other platform. You gotta let me know in the comment section below what other donation platform you can do donations at. And I thank anybody who donates, whether it's $10 or more or $1 or $2. I thank all of y'all for donating. Really appreciate that. And those of you that can't donate and you probably want to donate, that is fine. Just support the channel because you can do something for free. You can hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Y'all, thank y'all for watching. Tracking Ace.